Myself, Tanzila Wahid. The case of Sabah State Water Department Corporation, Prof 2010. Case background. How it happens and why it matters. What happened? Scenario: Sabah Water Department official shipped money from rural water project. Finds involved part of RM 3.3 billion federal allocations from 2010. At that time, MACC called is Malaysia biggest case before one MDB dominated headlines. How it happens and why. How the scheme worked: senior Saba project were split into many small packages to approve them internally without security. Preferred contractions received jobs in exchange for kickback. Weak oversized audit practice missed the red flags for years 2005 to 2016. Lesson for public administration: trigger production controls, supplying clear approval threads. Real-time project tracking and risk-based audits that follow the money, mandatory asset declaration, lifestyle checks for or officials in high-risk roles, safe whistleblower channel and shift, transparent follow-up. What investigators found: October 2016 raids. Swiss's RM 114.5 million cash, multiply bank account, 20 kg jewelries, 9 luxury cars, 94 designers bag, 127 land titles. Key suspects charged with money laundering: Director AG Mohammad Tahir Mohammad Talib, Deputy Lim Lam Bank, and Fuzah PIUT. Wealth beyond salaries, contractor complaints helped trigger the probe. Impact: why it matters. Thyberg's money, the stolen rural communities faced deleted proper water access, public trust in government took a hit, showed gap in project monitoring and assist wealth checks. Thank you.
My name is Munira Mohsin Purvasha. Now I will talk about the topic of Sabah Water Department corruption, key facts from provided summary. Key figures and summaries. AG Mohammad Tahir, Director, purported bribes totaling RM 51,710,755.09 from 2005 to 2016. Fauzia A.G. Pute, former director, 19 charges, approximately RM 2.2 million. Lim Lam Bing, former deputy director, 4 charges, totaling approximately RM 2.38 million. Funds were transferred in 2016 and RM 2 lakhs order was placed in October 2022 and a RM 1.9 million loss was incurred on November 7, 2022. Teo Chi Kong, former deputy director, HQ list scheduled as evidence of payments to AG Tahir. Charges and laws: bribery, money trafficking, abuse of power, and cognitive behavioral theory (CBT) are all considered offences. AG Mohammad Tahir is facing 12 accusations under S41A AMLA-TFA 2001 and S41B AMLA-TFPUAA 2001. Fauzia and Lim are facing allegations under S41B of the AMLA-TFPUAA 2001, as well as offences associated with the MACC Act 2009. Penalties upon conviction include imprisonment for a maximum of 15 years, a fine of at least Rm 5 million or 5 times the illicit value or both. Condensed timeline 2005-2016 Alleged proceeds of bribes by AG Mohammad Tahir Rm 51.71 million. 2016 MACC investigations funds transferred over by Lim Lambing Kata Kinabalu. October 2022 court ordered transfer of Rm 2 lakhs Lim. 7 November 2022 a loss of Rm 1.9 million was reported. Issues and measures: erosion of public trust, governance failures, institutional impact. Location: Special Corruption Court, Kota Kinabalu. Case-related proceedings. Reference: Operational enhancements. Consistent enhancement in the monitoring of water quality and the operation of SWT, pH temperature and TDS in situ sampling and testing, as well as additional assays conducted at the UMS Environmental Laboratory. Thank you.
My name is Liu Jianshu. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today. The title of my presentation is The 2016 Sabah Water Department Scandal: Impact on the Organization. The scandal took place in 2016, involving the misappropriation of public funds earmarked for water infrastructure. This event had serious repercussions not only for the government agency involved, but also for its employees, public trust, and the local economy. Today I will focus on the organizational level of impact, looking at the government institution, its people, the public, and the governance system.
Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Wei Qi. The scandal deeply disrupted the internal operations. At the internal level, many staff left in scare and demoralized. Even host workers lost motivation, fearing they might be linked to corruption. Trust within the agency collapsed, weakening connected to public service. For whistle blinders, those who spoke up faced impairment, job loss, or status with little protection. Others stayed silent, sending a culture of fear and silence. At the organizational level, teamwork and efficiency declined. The agency staggered to fail its duty and the link between staff management and civil divinity broken down.
And economy. Next, let's examine the broader impacts. Public trust and governance. The scandal revealed that out of the 330 million Malaysian ringgits allocated for water supply infrastructure, only about 63 million Malaysian ringgits was recovered. This is a strong indication of mismanagement. Public confidence in government institutions, the integrity of officials, and commitments to anti-corruption has been severely undermined. Service and economic impact. Project delays or outright cancellations have slowed regional development. Businesses have suffered losses due to unstable water supply, increased costs, and reduced output. Public health and social impact. Frequent water cuts and growing pollution risks have exposed vulnerable groups to higher health risks. At the social level, the scandal has heightened feelings of injustice and inequality and reduced citizen participation and trust. So governance deficiencies and reform recommendations. Finally, let's look at the governance issues and the measures that must be taken. Governance deficiencies. The scandal exposed critical flaws, severely weak internal control systems and oversight mechanisms, which allowed senior officials to embezzle huge sums of money. There is a lack of transparency and accountability mechanisms. Reform recommendations. We must strengthen anti-corruption policies and implement a formal whistleblower protection mechanism. Transparency and accountability must be enhanced by disclosing the use of funds and conducting rigorous audits. Various institutions need to strengthen internal supervision and rebuild public trust. Conclusion. This scandal reminds us that when public institutions fail to ensure good governance, protect employees, and maintain public trust, the consequences will affect the entire institution, society, and economy. Systematic reforms are crucial to preventing such incidents from happening again.
My name is Gao Linbo. Now I talk about lesson learned. And first, let's look at the key question. Why could 3.3 billion ringgit of public money be stolen for so long time? And the reason is simple: no good supervision. And the audit was weak, and the rules were too rigid, and so created a supervision vacuum. With no strong auditors or financial checks, corruption can easily happen. So the first lesson is that we must have regular auditors and financial control. And we need a good system to stop a problem before they grow. And we should find any wrongdoing earlier. We can't let poor supervision become a place where corruption grows. And second, how was the problem finally found? And it was because of public report and media supervision, and compliance from small contractors, and questions from public helped uncover the case. And that is teach us that fighting corruption is not a job of one department, and it needs teamwork from many sides. On the hand, we must make sure officials are responsible and work openly. And on the other hand, we need safe ways for people to report problems. And we should protect whistleblower and let citizens take a part in supervision. And finally, lessons are not just for today. It are long-term rules for good government. And our final goal is clear: to build a transparent, responsible, and efficient government. It's not just a lesson for Malaysia, but also a lesson for all countries in the world. And this is our all video. Thank you watching our presentation.